Dear students, in the previous classes we completed the indefinite integration 1, which covered the formula in integration and properties and substitution methods like integral f dash x by f of x dx and sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx form and 9 standard integrals and so on. Today, now I going to start the second unit. In this second unit, we have the topics of integration by using partial fractions and by using integration by parts and by using Bernoulli's formula. We will see what is the integration by parts. Integration by parts is used when the integrand is a function of multiples of two factors, any two functions. If the integrand is a multiplication of two functions, we can use this formula, integration by parts. Using Bernoulli's rule means this is the extension of integration by parts. We'll discuss these two in the next class. Now today's topic is integration by using partial fractions. Already we learnt how a proper fraction can be resolved into partial fractions in the first semester. So partial fractions means resolving the given fraction into the sum of two or more functions. For that, we have to first decompose the denominator of the given rational fraction into simplest factors. On the basis of these factors, we write the corresponding partial fractions as given below. If the given fraction is a proper fraction in the integrand, proper fraction means if the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, that is called as a proper fraction. If not, that is called as improper fraction. We can resolve the proper fraction into partial fractions. If it is an improper fraction, then divide the fraction and change it into proper fraction. Then only we can transform it into partial fractions. So see this table. If the form of the proper rational fraction is in the form of px plus q by x minus a into x minus b. Here, see the denominator, we have two linear factors. We can resolve it into sum of two fractions, two simple fractions. That can be by taking some constant a by first linear factor x minus a plus some other constant b by x minus b. So we can resolve the given fraction into partial fractions like this. Second type is if the integrand is in the form of px plus q by x minus a into x minus b into x minus c. Here we can observe that three linear factors are there in the denominator. To resolve it into partial fractions, take the constants a, b, c, a by first linear factor x minus a plus b by second linear factor x minus b plus c by x minus c. If the rational fraction is px plus q by x minus a whole square, that means in the denominator we can see the repeated factor x minus a whole square. So by resolving this into partial fractions as some constant a by x minus a plus b by x minus a whole square. If we have x minus a whole cube, then we can write it as a by x minus a plus b by x minus a whole square plus by taking one more constant, that is c by x minus a whole cube, like that. Now coming to the fourth type of rational fraction. px square plus qx plus 6 plus px square plus qx plus r divided by x minus a whole square into x minus b. In the denominator, we can see the one repetitive factor, that is x minus u whole square, and x minus b, this is the linear factor. So we can take the partial fractions like this: a by x minus a plus b by x minus a whole square plus c by x minus b. Now the fifth type is px square plus qx plus r by x minus a into x square plus bx plus c. In the denominator, we have one linear factor and one quadratic factor. If we have the quadratic factor, then we should take partial fractions like this. So a by x minus a, this is the linear factor, plus for the quadratic factor we should take two terms, that is one is x term plus another one is the constant, bx plus c by x square plus bx plus c. Thus, by taking the partial fractions like this, we can resolve the given integrand as partial fractions, and then they can be integrated separately by easy methods by using the standard forms. Next, coming to the next. So we will see some problems here. Evaluate integral 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx. Now, by taking the given integrand, 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to, two linear factors are there in the denominator. By taking a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 2. Now, by taking LCM here, we will get a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. By here, the denominators are equal, x plus 1 into x plus 2, here also x plus 1 into x plus 2. By equating the numerators here, 1 is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. Now, to get the values of a and b here, put x is equal to minus 1 one time and the other time is put x is equal to minus 2, so that we will get the values of a and b. Put x is equal to minus 1 in the above equation, then that becomes 1 is equal to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1, that becomes 0. So a is equal to 1. Thus we got the value of a here. Now to get the next value, put x is equal to minus 2 in the above equation, then put x is equal to minus 2, it becomes 1 is equal to a into minus 2 plus 2, that becomes 0, plus b into minus 2 plus 1, that is minus b. Minus b is equal to 1 means b is equal to minus 1. Now substituting the values of a and b in the above equation, then the given integral becomes integral 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx is equal to integral a by x plus 1, that is 1 by x plus 1, b by x plus 2 minus 1 by x plus 2 dx. Now by integrating separately, you will get integral 1 by x plus 1 dx is log of x plus 1 minus integral 1 by x plus 2 dx is minus log of x plus 2 plus c. So, integrating by using partial fractions means at first take the integrand, then dissolve it into partial fractions, then to get the ab values, constant values, put some values to get ab and ab values. After getting the values, substitute the values in the constant values in the given integrand, and by the integration we will get the solution for the given problem. Coming to the next problem. Evaluate integral x plus 2 by x minus 1 into x minus 3 dx. We can see the two factors in the denominator, that is x minus 1 into x minus 3. This can be written as partial fractions like this. some constant a by, this is the linear factor, a by x minus 1 plus b by x minus 3. Two are the linear factors. So by taking LCM here, a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 3. So after writing I am not writing denominator here. By equating the numerators here, both sides, we will get x plus 2 is equal to a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1. So to get the values of a and b here, put x is equal to 1 and the next time put x is equal to 3. By putting x is equal to 1 on both sides of the equation, we will get 1 plus 2, that is 3, is equal to a into 1 minus 3 plus b into 1 minus 1. This term becomes 0. So 3 is equal to a into 1 minus 3 means minus 2a. Minus 2a is equal to 3. From that a is equal to minus 3 by 2. This time put x is equal to 3 in the above equation. That becomes 3 plus 2, 5 is equal to a into 3 minus 3, that is 0, plus b into 3 minus 1, that is 2b. So 2b is equal to 5, that is b is equal to 5 by 2. Now substitute these values in the given integrand. That is, the given integrand becomes integral x plus 2 by x minus 1 into x minus 3 dx is equal to a by x minus 1. We have a is equal to minus 3 by 2. So that can be written as minus 3 by 2 into x minus 1 plus b by x minus 3, 5 by 2 into x minus 3 dx. Now separate the terms and integrate the function. So this can be, first term can be written as minus 3 by 2 integral 1 by x minus 1 dx, plus here also take out the constant out of the integral, that becomes 5 by 2 into integral 1 by x minus 3 dx. So that is equal to minus 3 by 2 into integral 1 by x minus 1 dx is log of x minus 1 plus 5 by 2 into integral 1 by x minus 3 dx is log of x minus 3 plus c. So this is the solution. Next problem. Evaluate integral 1 by x into x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx. So here the given integrand is 1 by x into x plus 1 into x plus 2. So this can be resolved into partial fractions as a sum of three functions, because in the denominator we have three linear factors. X, one is the linear factor is x, the second one is x plus 1 and x plus 2. So we are taking three constants, that is a by x plus b by x plus 1 plus c by x plus 2. So by taking the LCM here, we will get a into x plus 1 into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 2 plus c into x plus 1. Now equating the numerators on both sides, we will get 1 is equal to a into x plus 1 into x plus 2 plus bx into x plus 2 plus cx into x plus 1. Now to get the values of a, b, c, put x is equal to minus 2 one time and x is equal to minus 1 other time and put x is equal to 0. So by solving that, we will get the ABC values. So now put x is equal to minus 2 in the above equation. Then 1 is equal to a into minus 2 plus 1 into minus 2 plus 2. That becomes 0. 0 into something is 0. Plus b into minus 2 into minus 2 plus 2, that becomes 0. Plus c into minus 2 plus 1. So that is, first term becomes 0 plus c into minus 2 into minus 1, that is plus 2c. 2c is equal to 1. So c is equal to 1 by 2. Next, put x is equal to minus 1 in the above equation. Then that becomes 1 is equal to a into minus 1 plus 1 into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 2 plus c into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So that is, the first term becomes 0 and plus b into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 2, that is minus 1 into plus 1, that is minus b plus 0. That is minus b is equal to 1 means b is equal to minus 1. Now this time put x is equal to 0. That is 1 is equal to a into 0 plus 1 into 0 plus 2. That is 2 into 1, 2a. 2a plus this term becomes 0 plus this term becomes 0. 2a is equal to 1 means a is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, the integral, now this can be written as integral 1 by x into x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx is equal to 1 by 2 into integral 1 by a by x means a value is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into 1 by x minus b is equal to minus 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into c value is 1 by 2 into x plus 2 dx. This 1 by 2 is for only for 1 by x, not for the all functions. So that becomes 1 by 2 into integral 1 by x dx is log x. 1 by 2 log x minus log of x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 log of x plus 2 plus c. So this is the solution for this problem. Is coming to the next problem. Evaluate 3x plus 1 by x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. Here in the denominator no factors are there. So we have given the expression. If it is possible to factorize the expression, we should write the factors at first. So we can write the factors for this expression. It's quadratic expression. So that is equal to 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 3 into x minus 1. So we got the two linear factors. For this we can write the partial fractions as a by x plus 3 plus b by x minus 1. So by taking LCM here we will get a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 into x minus 1. So by equating the numerators on both sides we will get 3x plus 1 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 3. So to get the a and b values here, put x is equal to 1 once and x is equal to minus 3 a second time. Then put x is equal to minus 3 in the above equation, we will get 3 into minus 3, that is minus 9 plus 1 is equal to a into minus 3 minus 1 plus b into minus 3 plus 3, 0. So that is minus 8 is equal to minus 4a. So a is equal to 2. Now this time put x is equal to 1 to get the value of b. So put x is equal to 1, that becomes 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 is equal to 0 plus 4b, that is b is equal to 1. So we got a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 1. Now substituting these values in the given integrand, we will get the result. Therefore, integral 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 3 into x minus 1 dx is equal to integral a by x plus 3. A is equal to, so 2 by x plus 3 plus b by x minus 1, 1 by x minus 1 dx. So this can be written as 2 into integral 1 by x plus 3 dx plus integral 1 by x minus 1 dx. We know that integral 1 by x plus 3 dx is log of x plus 3. 2 into log of x plus 3 plus log of x minus 1 plus c. Next, coming to the evaluate integral x by 1 plus x into 1 plus x square dx. Here the given integrand is x by x plus 1 into x square plus 1. If we observe the denominator, we have one linear factor and the x square plus 1 is the quadratic factor. So for these factors, we should write the partial fractions as a by x plus 1 plus for the quadratic factor, we are writing the two terms bx plus c by x square plus 1. Now by taking LCM here, a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1. By equating the numerators on both sides, we will get x is equal to a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1. that is x is equal to ax square plus a plus bx square plus bx plus cx plus c. By expanding these terms we will get like this. Now write x square terms together, that is ax square plus bx square, that can be written as a plus b into x square plus bx plus cx can be written as b plus c into x plus the remaining constants are a plus c. Now we can see this a plus b into x square, this is the x square term, and b plus c into x, this is the x term, and a plus c is the constant. So to get the values of a, b and c here, by comparing the coefficients of the terms x square term, x term and the constants on both sides, we will get some equations in a, b and c. By solving these equations, we will get the values of a, b and c. So here, by comparing the coefficients of x square terms on both sides, the right hand side, the coefficient of x square term is a plus b. In the left hand side, there is no x square term, so we are taking it as 0. So a plus b is equal to 0, that is the first equation. And the second, the coefficients of x term is here b plus c, and the left hand side is 1. X coefficient is 1, so b plus c is equal to 1. And here the constant is a plus c is equal to 0 because there is no constant in left hand side, so we are taking a plus c is equal to 0. So by solving these three equations, we will get here a plus b is equal to 0, then a is equal to minus b. By putting a is equal to minus b in the third equation, we will get minus b plus c is equal to 0. By solving 2 and 3 equations, we will get 2c is equal to 1, then c is equal to 1 by 2, and a is equal to minus c from the third equation. A is equal to minus c, so a is equal to minus 1 by 2. And from the first equation, a is equal to minus b or b is equal to minus a, so b is equal to minus a means minus of minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. Now substituting these values, a is equal to minus 1 by 2, b is equal to 1 by 2 and c is equal to 1 by 2 in the given integrand, that is integral x by x plus 1 into x square plus 1 dx, can be written as integral a by x plus 1 minus 1 by 2 into x plus 1 plus bx plus c by x square plus 1. Bx means 1 by 2x plus c means plus 1 by 2 divided by x square plus 1 dx. Now splitting these functions separately, minus 1 by 2 into 1 integral 1 by x plus 1 dx plus this term can be written as 1 by 2 into x by x square plus 1 dx plus 1 by 2 by x square plus 1, that can be written as 1 by 2 into 1 by x square plus 1 dx. Minus 1 by 2 into integral 1 by x plus 1 dx is log of x plus 1 plus, to integrate this function x by x square plus 1, now check the f dash x by fx form to integrate this function. So in the denominator you have x square plus 1, so what is its derivative? We will get 2x. If it is in the numerator, 2x is there in the numerator, that will be in the form of f dash x by fx. For that, multiply and divide the numerator by 2. That becomes integral 2x by 2, that is 1 by 4 into integral 2x by x square plus 1 dx, which is in the form of integral f dash x by fx dx is equal to log f of x. So by applying that formula, we will get 1 by 4 into log of x square plus 1 plus the third term is 1 by 2 into integral 1 by 1 plus x square dx, which is the standard form, that is tan inverse x. 1 by 2 into tan inverse x plus c. So the solution is minus 1 by 2 into log of x plus 1 plus 1 by 4 into log of x square plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into tan inverse x plus c. Coming to the next problem. Evaluate integral 1 by x cube minus 1 dx. Here the denominator is x cube minus 1 So this is in the form of a cube minus b cube. We have the formula a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So we can write x cube minus 1 cube as x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Now 1 by x cube minus 1 can be written as 1 by x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. So to write the partial fractions, in the denominator we have one linear factor and one quadratic factor. For that we are taking the partial fractions as a by x minus 1 plus bx plus c by x square plus x plus 1. So by taking the LCM here, a into x square plus x plus 1 plus bx plus c into x minus 1. That is equal to ax square plus ax plus a plus bx square plus minus bx plus cx minus c. So now writing the x square terms together, we will get ax square plus bx square can be written as a plus b into x square plus, and the x terms are ax minus bx plus cx, a minus b plus c into x plus a minus c. So this can be written as a plus b into x square plus a minus b plus c into x plus a minus c. So here the x square coefficient is a plus b and x coefficient is a minus b plus c and the constant is a minus c. By comparing the terms, coefficients of the terms x square, x term and constant on both sides, we will get a plus b is equal to 0 and a minus b plus c is equal to 0 because there are no x square term and x term except the constant. The constant is 1, a minus c is equal to 1. So by solving these three equations, from the first equation we can write b is equal to minus a, and substituting b is equal to minus a in the second equation we will get 2a plus c is equal to 0, that is c is equal to minus 2a, and a minus c is equal to 1, that is by putting c is equal to minus 2a, that becomes 3a, 3a is equal to 1, a is equal to 1 by 3, and b is equal to minus a, that is b is equal to minus 1 by 3, c is equal to minus 2a, that is c is equal to minus 2 by 3. So we got these three values, a is equal to 1 by 3, b is equal to minus 1 by 3 and c is equal to minus 2 by 3. After getting these three values, we should substitute in the integral as integral 1 by x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 dx is equal to integral a by x minus 1, a 1 by 3 into x minus 1 plus bx plus c, that is minus 1 by 3x minus 2 by 3 divided by x square plus x plus 1 dx. Now by writing the terms separately here, 1 by 3 into integral 1 by x minus 1 dx minus 1 by 3. If we take minus 1 by 3 from the numerator as common, minus 1 by 3 integral x plus 2 by x square plus x plus 1 dx. Here also we should check the integral is in the form of, integrand is in the form of f dash x by f of x. Here f of x is x square plus x plus 1. If we differentiate this function f dash x, we will get 2x plus 1. So in the numerator we have only x plus 2. So to get 2x, multiply and divide with 2. Then that becomes 1 by 3 into 2. Here 2x plus 4 by x square plus x plus 1 dx. So this can be written as 1 by 3 into integral 1 by x minus 1 dx minus 1 by 6 into 2x plus 4 can be written as 1 plus 3 divided by x square plus x plus 1 dx, so that we can write this as a sum of two fractions, that is 2x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 plus 3 by x square plus x plus 1, two terms. So that is 1 by 3 into log of x minus 1 minus 1 by 6 into integral 2x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 dx plus 3 by, here x square plus x plus 1 can be written as x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 4, which is root 3 by 2 whole square dx. So that is equal to 1 by 3 log of x minus 1 minus 1 by 6 into log of x square plus x plus 1, because this is in the form of f dash x by fx form. Now minus 1 3 into 1 by 6 into 3 means 1 by 2 into, this is in the form of 1 by x square plus a square, where a is equal to 3 by 2, which is equal to 1 by a, that is 2 by root 3, tan inverse x by a, tan inverse of x plus 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. That becomes 1 by 3 into log of x minus 1 minus 1 by 6 log of x square plus x plus 1 minus 1 by root 3 tan inverse of 2x plus 1 by root 3 plus c. So this is the answer. Coming to the next, seventh. Evaluate integral 1 by x square plus a square into x square plus b square dx. Observe the factors in the denominator. We have x square plus a square is the one factor and x square plus b square is the second factor. These two factors are quadratic factors. For that we should take the partial fractions as a plus b, ax plus b by x square plus a square plus cx plus d by x square plus b square. For that we have to find the values of a, b, c, d constants, which is a little lengthy. So we can write this in manual form also by using this trick, that is 1 by that this can be written as, here we have two factors x square plus a square and x square plus b square. By using these two factors in the numerator we will get 1. So how we will get, see here, x square plus a square minus of x square plus b square. I have taken these two factors and subtracted. Then we will get here a square minus b square. But in the given integrand we have only 1. So to get 1 here, divide by 1 by a square minus b square. 1 by a square minus b square into a square minus b square by this much. So we are getting the same value in the numerator. There is no change in the given problem. So I have written like this. That is equal to 1 by a square minus b square. So that this function can be separated by writing two terms by dividing with the denominator. That is x square plus a square by x square plus a square into x square plus b square. Then these two are to be get cancelled, minus second term is x square plus b square by x square plus a square into x square plus b square. This time these two are to be get cancelled, then 1 by x square plus a square remained. So now separating the terms here, we will get the solution, that is 1 by a square minus b square into integral 1 by x square plus b square dx, which is equal to 1 by b into tan inverse x by b minus integral 1 by x square plus a square dx is 1 by a into tan inverse x by a plus c. Okay. Next problem. 8th one. Evaluate integral x by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9 dx. So here the given integrand is x by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9. So here also I have written the partial fractions as manually. That is, by taking this x square plus 4 into and x square plus 9 in the numerator, x into x square plus 9 minus x square plus 4. Here we are getting x square get cancelled, 9 minus 4 means 5 we are getting. But we need only x into 1. So to get 1 here, divide the numerator by 5. Then we will get 1 by 5 into x square plus 9 minus x square plus 4 by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9. So this can be written as integral x by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9 dx is equal to integral x by 5 into, now divide each term by the denominator x square plus 4 into x square plus 9. Then that is x square plus 9 by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9, we will get 1 by x square plus 4. That is x into 1 by x square plus 4 is x by x square plus 4, minus here we will get 1 by x square plus 9, that is x into 1 by x square plus 9 is x by x square plus 9 dx. So that is equal to 1 by 5 into integral x by x square plus 4 dx. To integrate this function, check whether it is in the form of f dash x by fx. So fx is x square plus 4, in f dash x we will get 2x, but we have only x. For that, multiply and divide the numerator by 2. Then we will get 2x by 2 into x square plus 4 dx. That is 1 by 5 into 2, that is 1 by 10 into 2x by x square plus 4 dx, which is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log of x square plus 4, minus here also the same form f dash x by f of x. Here f of x is equal to x square plus 9 and f dash x is 2x. Here we have only x. For to get that standard form, multiply and divide with 2. Then you will get 2x by 2 into x square plus 9. Then that becomes 1 by 10 into integral 2x by x square plus 9 dx. That is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, that is log of x square plus 9. So the solution is 1 by 10 into log of x square plus 4 minus log of x square plus 9 plus c. Yes, coming to the next problem. Ninth problem. Evaluate integral 3x minus 2 by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 dx. So let 3x minus 2 by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is equal to, we can see the repeated factor in the denominator and linear factor. So this can be written as, if the repeated factor is there, we should write the partial fractions like this: a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 3. So by taking LCM here, what we will get? So we should take LCM here by careful. A into x plus 1 into x plus 3 plus b into x plus 3 plus c into x plus 1 whole square. By expanding these terms, we will get a into x square plus x plus 3x, x square plus 4x plus 3 plus bx plus 3b plus c into x square plus 2x plus 1. Now writing the terms like this: ax square plus cx square, that is a plus c into x square. Now this can be written as a plus c into x square plus 4a plus b plus 2c into x plus 3a plus 3b plus c. So that is equal to 3x minus 2. Now by comparing the coefficients of x square term, x term and constant terms, we will get a plus c is equal to 0 because there is no x square term here, and from this we can write c is equal to minus a, and the x coefficient of x term is 4a plus b plus 2c is equal to 3. So here by putting c is equal to minus a, we will get 4a plus b minus 2a is equal to 3, that is 4a minus 2a, 2a plus b is equal to 3. And the third equation is 3a plus 3b plus c is equal to minus 2. In the constant we have minus 2 in the left hand side. So 3a plus 3b minus, what is c? C is equal to minus a. By substituting minus a, we will get 2a plus 3b is equal to minus 2. So by solving these two equations, we will get minus 2b is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 5 by 2. So we got b is equal to minus 5 by 2, and a is 2a is equal to 3 plus 5 by 2, that is 11 by 2, So that is a is equal to a is equal to 11 by 2, a is equal to 11 by 4, and c is equal to minus a, that is minus 11 by 4. So now by substituting these values in the given integral, integral 3x minus 2 by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 dx is equal to integral a by x plus 1, that is 11 by 4 into x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square minus 5 by 2 into x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 3 minus 11 by 4 into x plus 3 dx. Now integrating separately these terms, 11 by 4 into integral 1 by x plus 1 dx minus 5 by 2 into 1 by x plus 1 whole square can be written as x plus 1 whole to the power of minus 2 dx minus 11 by 4 into integral 1 by x plus 3 dx. That is 11 by 4 into log of x plus 1 plus 5 by 2 into x plus 1, that becomes integral x plus 1 whole to the power of minus 2 dx is x plus 1 whole to the power of minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1, that will get minus 1 by x plus 1. So this becomes plus 5 by 2 into x plus 1 minus 11 by 4 log of x plus 3 plus c. So this is the solution. Now coming to the next problem. 10th one. Evaluate integral 1 by x square into x plus 2 dx. Let the given integrand is 1 by x square into x plus 2. Here x square is the repeated factor and x plus 2 is a linear factor. So we can write the partial fractions as a by x plus b by x square plus c by x plus 2. So here the LCM is x square into x plus 2, not x into x square into x plus 2. So x square into x plus 2. While repeated factor is there in the denominator, take LCM carefully. So by taking LCM here, what we will get, ax into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 2 plus cx square. This is equal to 1. So now expanding these terms, we will get ax square plus 2ax plus bx plus 2b plus cx square. Now writing these terms together, ax square plus cx square can be written as a plus c into x square plus 2ax plus bx can be written as 2a plus b into x plus 2b is the constant. Now by comparing the coefficients of x square terms, x terms and constants, we get in the right hand side the coefficient of x square is a plus c. In the left hand side there is no x square term, so we have taken a plus c is equal to 0. This is the first equation. From this we can write a is equal to minus c. Similarly, the coefficient of x term is in the right hand side 2a plus b. In the left hand side there is no x term, so we have taken that is equal to 0. So 2a plus b is equal to 0. From this we can write b is equal to minus 2a. And in the right hand side the constant is 2b. In the left hand side 1 is there. So by equating these two, we will get 2b is equal to 1. From this we will get b is equal to 1 by 2. So b is equal to 1 by 2 and b is equal to minus 2a. So a is equal to minus 1 by 4 minus b by 2, that is minus 1 by 4, and c is equal to minus a. C is equal to 1 by 4. Thus we got a is equal to minus 1 by 4, b is equal to 1 by 2 and c is equal to 1 by 4. Now by substituting these values in the given integral, that is integral 1 by x square into x plus 2 dx is equal to integral a by x, that is 1 minus 1 by 4x plus b by x square. B is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2 x square plus c by x plus 2. C is equal to 1 by 4, 1 by 4 into x plus 2 dx. Now by separating these terms we will get minus 1 by 4 integral 1 by x dx plus 1 by 2 into integral 1 by x square can be written as x to the power of minus 2 dx plus 1 by 4 into integral 1 by x plus 2 dx. So we know that integral 1 by x dx is log x minus 1 by 4 log x plus 1 by 2 into integral x to the power of n dx is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. That is, we will get x to the power of minus 1 by minus 1, that is minus 1 by x. That is 1 by 2 into minus 1 by x plus 1 by 4 into integral 1 by x plus 2 dx is log of x plus 2. So that we can write it as minus 1 by 4 log x minus 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4 log of x plus 2 plus c. So thus we can solve the integrals by using partial fractions. So in this class we have learnt the integrals, solving the integrals by using partial fractions. So if the given integrand is in the form of the denominator of the integrand is a linear factors x minus a into x minus b, then we should take the two constants a by x minus a plus b by x minus b and split by resolving the given integrand into a sum of two fractions, we can integrate the given function. If it is a repeated factor, we should write the a by x minus a plus b by x minus a whole square like that. Then by finding the values of the constants, we can find the integral. If it is a quadratic factor, we should take the two terms, x term and the constant, like ax plus b by some quadratic expression like that. So we have to find the values of the constants and substitute in the partial fractions and integrate the functions separately. So this is the procedure for finding the integrals by using partial fractions.